G'day guys and welcome to Raging Rhino. Over the last couple of weeks in regards to Disney Star Wars and the Acolyte, there's been a lot of damage control that they've been trying to do, whether or not it's coming out of the actual Disney camp or whether or not it's from the mainstream media and the access media. Now, I do find it actually quite funny that at the same time that they're doing damage control like this, we're also being attacked at the same time. But I've got a question. Why do they bother doing damage control? Isn't the criticisms coming out of all the fans' mouths all just misogynistic, hatred, sexist, all of that, all the buzzwords? Why would they bother catering to apparently those small minority of fans that are just those toxic fans? Why would you do the damage control? And then at the same time, like I said, come out and sort of attack the fans, whether or not it be Amanda Stenberg herself, or whether or not it actually be the media, or whether or not it's the access media, whoever it is. They come out, they attack the fans, but at the same time, they're doing this damage control. Now, I think the majority of the criticisms that have been there for the Acolyte and for Disney Star Wars for a long time has really come down to the characters, the lore, the continuity, the canon, all of those elements. But of course, with this, it's been pushed as a gay LGBTQ show, and that's why it's getting a lot of the criticisms on that side of the aisle as well. But something amazing happened today. Something absolutely incredible happened today. Now, I don't know whether or not these people actually got asked by Disney to do something like this, sent a script by Disney to do something like this, or whether or not they just came up with them themselves. But here we go. We've got the Disney SEALs, the Disney shills out there coming out, making a video saying Star Wars is for everyone. There's more of us. I think you'll find if you look at the Rotten Tomatoes score, there's a lot more of us than there is of you that actually like this stuff. I also want to point out just before we play this that fandom was very different not too long ago. If somebody didn't know something about lore or canon or continuity even, and they were talking to another fan about that, and that fan just so happened to correct them on something that they said or did that was wrong, right? Not necessarily did, something that they said that was actually incorrect, that person would normally take that on board and go, oh, I didn't know that. And you could actually have a normal conversation. But that's not what it is anymore, because these people out there that come out and do videos like this and, of course, sit there and shill and seal clap for Disney Star Wars, I'm sorry, but they're not Star Wars fans. There's been a lot of tweets that have come out where they actually then try and criticize the original trilogy or the prequel trilogy to defend the garbage that Disney's coming out with. So since when have you been a Star Wars fan if you're sitting there criticizing those things? Now, it's not to say that I haven't criticized the prequels. They have had their issues, but it was still Star Wars and it's still told at least a cohesive story in the Star Wars galaxy. So there is that element too. But anyway, let's take a listen to this absolute cringe video that's been released by the Disney SEALs.
Star Wars is for everyone.
For everyone.
For everyone.
For everyone.
For everyone. Star Wars is for everyone.
Except if you're like talking about the lore and canon and continuity of Star Wars, that makes you a racist, sexist bigot, I think. Isn't that the narrative?
Regardless of race.
Regardless of religion.
Regardless of gender.
Or identity.
Oh, angry.
Not every show, movie, comic book, collectible, or video game will be your favorite.
And that's okay.
Social media should be a place where we can share our love for the franchise.
Without being attacked for what we enjoy.
There is no room for bigotry.
Misogyny.
Or racism in the galaxy far, far away.
The buzzwords.
That's why when you feel alone in your fandom,
when someone attacks you for being who you are,
remember, there are more of us.
More of us. There are more of us.
There are more of us.
2,
There are
3,
more of us.
there are more
4,
of us.
There are more of us.
5,
There are more
6,
of us.
There are more of us.
7,
There are more
8,
of us.
There are
9.
more of us.
There are more
10,
of us.
there are more
11.
of us.
There's 11 of them. There are more of us. Yes, Star Wars used to be for everyone. Star Wars used to be for everyone when George Lucas was in charge, when it was George Lucas Star Wars. Now, because people call out the Chiari Mundi law-breaking issue, Legends was never canon, or EU was never canon. No, it actually was, and Disney knew that it was, hence why they decanonized it. But, like, these are the ones that come out and attack. Now, I've sat there and I've said a lot of these people aren't Star Wars fans. And I do believe that they're not. Because if they were, they would see the same things that we would see as actual Star Wars fans, wouldn't they? The majority, they say there's more of us. The majority of people out there hate this show. The majority of people out there actually hate Disney Star Wars. So how can these people come out and possibly say that there's more of us when there's actually more of us, like way more of us? Like real fans that actually like the law and don't get called racist, sexist, misogynistic bigots when we call out the law and canon and continuity breaking issues. Now, yeah, I've sat there and I've said Amanda Stenberg can't act. And it certainly seems that she can't act. She's got this one normal facial expression that she plays for both the characters that she plays, despite the fact that they're both very different people in universe, or apparently supposed to be. But for me, calling that out isn't racist. It's not misogynistic. She can't act. I would say the exact same thing about a white straight male if he couldn't act and was doing the exact same stuff. So I just found it so funny that they released this. And of course, it's all the pronoun people and all the people with flags in their bios and, like I said, the Disney shills and the Disney seals. Some of them were invited to go to Lucasfilm and watch the first 4 episodes. Disney Star Wars, or the Star Wars account, only ever responds to them, whether or not it be in their live streams, in their chats, or whether or not it be on their tweets. It's certainly not for me when I sit there and I call out all the bullshit that I'm seeing and I get called the misogynistic bigot. It reminded me of this video, if you remember this.
I take responsibility.
I take responsibility.
I don't think
I take
responsibility. We don't need to watch this. You know what I'm talking about. This video reminded me of that. But again, why are they coming out and doing damage control with all the fans that they think are misogynistic, racist bigots? Why would you bother? Is it because a lot of them actually have a point? And is it because a lot of them actually are talking nothing about racist, misogynistic stuff, the bigotry that you claim that you gaslight everybody into believing that people are actually talking about? It's not out of the realms of possibility that Leslie Headland, who said that she's going to put her queer identity into this show, decided to make it queer and say that there is a lesbian coven of witches that just so happened to create and give birth to these 2 twins, especially when they're touching each other's faces and stuff like that. We had Daphne Keane come out and say that she played the role as if she's got a crush on Osha. I'm sorry, but did the actor get prompted to act like that or talk like that in the interviews and all of these sort of things? How we've found out that that is the case? Or did she just come up with that on her own? I doubt that, to be honest with you. So I do find it funny that these 11 YouTubers, social media people came out and made such a ridiculous video saying that Star Wars is for everyone and has no place for races, bigotry, and all of this kind of garbage. And then they're saying that there are more of them. Stay tuned. I'm going to come up with something to show them how many more of us there are in regards to the fact that Disney is destroying Star Wars, has been ever since they took it over. It's been a slow burn for some people. They're only just starting to catch up now and actually see through the cracks, but they're starting to see it. And that's well reflected in a lot of the audience scores and a lot of the videos that are out there that are talking about the problems with the universe, the lore, the canon, the continuity, the acting, the writing. They're the problems. So anyway, I just had to share that with you. I thought it was hilarious that not only are we getting the defense or the damage control and the calling out the fans from Lucasfilm directly, from Amanda Stenberg with her rap diss video, music video, the mainstream media, the access media, and now the Disney shills and the Disney seals are coming out in force too. All 11 of them. Anyway, that's it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Later, guys.